Steffanie. Welcome to Steffanie's Journey. For those of you who are here for the very first time, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. If you have not been here before, I would love to have you as part of the Steffanie's Journey family. Just click on that subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell beside that, so that you don't miss any of my videos in the near future. And it's raining, storming if you hear it. Today I have for you a vegan mock bacon, and you can use, I'm gonna make this sauce and you can use this sauce. I'm gonna make rice paper bacon, and I think I'm gonna make tempeh bacon as well for you guys. So if you're interested in seeing that, then stick around and stay tuned. Okay, to make this, the ingredients you would need is some rice paper for the rice paper bacon and some tempeh for the tempeh bacon. And this is the sauces that I am going to be using. I have 6 tablespoons of Nutritional yeast, 6 tablespoons of, this is coconut amino acids. You can use soy sauce, whichever one you would like. This is 4 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. You can use any oil that you like. I also have 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and a half a teaspoon of sweet paprika. You can season yours with any seasons that you like, but these are the ones that I like for mine. So this is what I'm going to use. We're going to start with mixing this together in a bowl, and you're going to need a bowl or a square pan or whatever you want to use, for one with water and then one to mix the sauce in. So what I'm going to start first is I'm going to put the soy sauce in, the smoked liquid smoke, and then the oil. And guys, as you know, oil is hard to mix with stuff, so it'll break down. So you have to continuously stir this as you're making it. And just whisk all of that together. And you can add maple syrup to this if you like. I don't like the maple sweetness in on my bacon, so if you would like that maple bacon, then by all means add probably maybe a half a teaspoon or to a teaspoon of that into your sauce. Just add a half and taste it, and then add more if you don't like it, if it's not enough rather. But just this here is enough for me. And I don't add salt because the amino acids, soy sauce, or the coconut amino, they have sodium in it, so you really don't need no extra sodium. I prefer my bacon with peppered and spicy more so than sweet. And this flavor is, to me, sort of like if you've eaten beef jerky. To me it tastes similar to that flavor, this mixture does. So I'm going to do the rice paper bacon first because it's the quickest, and then I'll do the tempeh bacon because that has to marinate longer. So stay tuned. So what I'm going to do is take some parchment paper, because we're going to use this to cook the rice paper bacon on, and we're going to put it directly in the oven on this. I tried it with one of those silicone mats and it didn't come out right, so I would highly recommend that you follow this and actually use the parchment paper. You need to use 2. These are the ones that I use. You can use any kind that you have, but I have the round ones. But if you have the square ones, they probably work better. But I have these, and you need 2 stacked together. And these are about 4 carbs each for each one of these. So 2 together will make 9. 9 grams. I said carbs. These are 2 of these. Oh, that one's broken. Let's find one that's not broken. These sheets are about 4 grams each, and a total serving is 28. So I'm going to cut this up into 5 strips, but we're going to leave them doubled because they're thicker when you use 2 as opposed to 1, and they resemble more of an actual piece of bacon. Although the shape is going to be a little different for these ones that's round on the end, but that's okay. So this will be 5 strips, and then I'm going to do one more. Okay, now we have that, and what we're going to do, let's put all those up there and all these crazy looking ones down here together. I hope I wasn't out of focus the whole time. So I cut these up, and I have my dredging sauce here and my water here. And what I'm going to do is take the two together and dip them into the water just for a few seconds, and I dip them on each side. And then I take them and put them in the mixture. Shake off a little bit of the excess, and then just lay it there to dry. Well, not dry, but I'm going to put it in the oven on that. So this is what you do. Just do this to all of them. And if you see the little tips that don't have much on it, I like to go back and put some on it so that it's just not plain paper. And that is it. What I'm going to do again is put this directly onto the oven rack by itself at 400 degrees for 7 to 10 minutes, and then we'll come back. So stay tuned. Okay, while we wait on the rice paper bacon, we're going to go ahead and cut up some of this tempeh and marinate it. We're not going to use all of it. We're just going to do some. So we'll put the rest back into, and we're just going to do small strips. And this tempeh is what? Protein. 16 grams of protein per, what's that? 3 ounces? Yep. So we're going to take this. We're going to put it into the marinade. Maybe I'll do a little bit more since I got so much marinade. And I like to put the top on it and then just shake it around and let it marinate that way. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to get it out the oven. And it's been in there about 8 minutes. That is what it is looking like. And we're going to let that cool for just a minute. You see it resembles bacon. Once it cools off, we'll try it. But while we let that cool, and I always line these pans in foil because I hate to clean up. And I like to cook it on a rack. What I'm going to do is spray the rack. Then I'm going to take the tempeh out and just lay it. And again, I'm going to put this in the oven for about, I said 10 minutes, but probably about 20 minutes, not 10. Just to get a flavor's time to cook in. So stay tuned for that. I'm actually going to turn the oven up to about 425 for the tempeh bacon. Okay, now it is time for the taste test for the rice paper bacon. So let's get a piece of it and let you guys see what it looks like up close. This is what it looks like, and to me it is the most realistic of any other vegan bacon that I've seen. It also gets crispy. You can hear it. And you can leave it, if you cook it like 7-8 minutes, it's still a little flimsy. If you cook it for 9, all of it is crispy. If you like crispy bacon, so just keep that in mind. But to me, that is the best. Hands down to me. Really the most realistic of them all. And you can put this on top of your salads or what have you. That is it for the rice paper bacon. So stay tuned for the tempeh bacon. Okay, the tempeh is out of the oven. And this is what it looks like on each side. And I let them stay in there for about probably 12 minutes. And of course they're not that crispy like the rice paper bacon is, but it's a good meat substitute that you can make and have for breakfast or any meal. The flavor is okay, but like I said, if you want the flavor to soak through and through, the best thing to do is to marinate overnight, and the flavor will be all the way through. This flavor isn't bad, but to me it's just, you can still taste the tempeh taste, and when you marinate overnight you actually get better flavor than you do when you don't. Two types of vegan bacon. My first choice is always the rice paper bacon because it resembles bacon and it tastes more like bacon. You don't have all those flavors. The rice paper has no flavoring to it, so it actually, once you season it, it tastes just like whatever the seasoning is. And yeah, that is it, guys. Thumbs up the video if you like these types of videos where I do comparison of different things and make it two different ways. If you would like to see something else, one versus another, leave a comment below and let me know, and I'll try to get to that. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. Once again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so, and I look forward to seeing you all in my very next video. Bye bye.